deported in front of my entire family than have my cause be reduced to something that Idubbbz TV can make a video on in 2025. No, I'm not joking. Idubbbz has made a video reacting to anti-immigration TikToks. I don't know how we got here, but we did. Let's take a look at this. Are you scared of immigrants? Okay. Hi, Frogan.
Well, looks like Ian learned his lesson. Uploading grifter content for Hassan Piker Wiener Lickers.
Oh my god, why don't you just get over the fact that Ian has matured already?
After all the horrible shit Ian did, all of the backlash him and his wife went through for nearly 2 months, we as an audience are rewarded with another Idubbbz Complains political take.
Okay, here's the thing about Idubbbz. I get that he said the N-word a few times back in 2017. He doesn't now have to make his entire career dedicated to stopping racism. Like, you made a mistake, or I mean, if you can even call it a mistake, I wouldn't even call it a mistake, okay? Using the N-word in a comedic context, especially when it was, like, widely viewed as fine, and I don't think he has to spend his entire YouTube channel upload schedule to ending racism. I think it's so lame.
Ian single-handedly defeated the pro-life movement.
That's what I'm saying. It's all these liberal talking points that I think he feels guilty for being against, I guess, like 8 years ago, and that he now has to do the exact opposite.
And this time he's fighting against xenophobia.
Nice.
Ooh.
Today's episode of Idubbbz Complains is all about immigration and xenophobia and racism and TikTok and the TikTokification of xenophobia.
Thank you, Ian. Migrants can now sleep soundly knowing you've got their back. Despite immigration being the subject of this video, we're actually not here to review Ian's take on xenophobia in Europe for 3 main reasons. He's not European, he's never immigrated to Europe, and 3, Ian isn't knowledgeable over the subject.
Well, I think the third one obviously matters the most. I don't care if someone's not European, they can talk about European immigration. I don't care if they've never been to Europe, they still have the right to talk about it if they at least have some sort of understanding or knowledge about the topic. I think that's what matters most. But yet again, like I'm saying, look at this fucking guy, okay? Take a long look at this person, and now I want you to imagine yourself as an immigrant, specifically somebody who's in like an area that is likely going to be raided by ICE in the coming weeks. Would you rather, seriously, get raided by ICE and thrown back to your home country in a pretty brutal and violent way, or have to spend the weeks or months potentially up until you get found listening to this fucking hogwash until you eventually get arrested? I would just get arrested now, you know what I'm saying? Just get it out of the way. Get the hard shit out of the way first, and then do the easy shit later. Kind of like how when you had a bunch of homework, just do it all on Monday so you get the rest of the week free. I just don't know.
How do you know Ian isn't knowledgeable over this topic if you don't know anything about this topic yourself?
While it is true I don't know much about the immigration topic in Europe, that's kind of my point. After watching Ian's video about xenophobia and mass migration in Europe, I've learned absolutely nothing.
And also, I never want to, like, bro, look at this fucking setup, man. Like, anyone who wants to lie to themselves and pretend that Ian's fall off never took place or that he's actually reaching, like, a new peak, whoever, like, the 5% of people who watch his content cope with by saying that, listen, I would like you to open your eyes and look at how he has set up his current YouTube studio. Okay? 7 million subscribers, and he lives in a fucking hut.
Well, because Ian used this opportunity to just point fingers and say buzzwords instead of actually fact-checking or providing statistics to back up his claims. The only point of this video is to show that racism still exists. Wow, never would have figured.
Samantha says, import third world, get third world.
That makes sense.
These are not imports. These are human beings.
Well, you import human beings, right? You're importing not only the people, but the culture they bring, the food they bring, etc. So if you're moving something from one place into another in this way, it's called importing. I think that the word there is so nothing to get hung up on there.
But if you're referring to, you know,
he has a bigger problem with the word import than the actual complaint that's being made here. He's like, oh, we use the word import, not the actual thing that this person's saying about immigration, where if you import immigration from certain areas that have, let's just say, very low standards of living and cultures that are not compatible with the West, then you're gonna probably have issues. He's not even like, hey, let's talk about this. He's like, oh, import, that sounds like luggage. That sounds like packages. Literally, bro. It's like he's the kind of person who ironically now would call you racist rather than actually discussing the thing that you said. He'd be like, your argument is racist. Okay, well, is it right or wrong? Well, I don't care. It's racist. Doing the exact same shit that he would have literally bullied someone for doing in 2017.
Imports, these are human beings. But if you're referring to, you know, there being a farmer's market, that's kind of a first world thing. That's just called a regular market everywhere else. So yeah, you're wrong and you're also stupid. This is what the liberals want in America. Yeah, and they're getting it. They're getting their farmers markets and they're loving their farmers markets.
Yeah, that's why Trump won 100%. Good shit. Yeah, like, this guy has his fucking eyes open. Yeah, they're getting what they want and it's going great. And they're definitely getting what they want because Trump is in office. Like, you don't think that immigration is part of why Trump won?
Which, I mean,
Dickhead.
These type of reaction videos are fine when you're just laughing at dumb videos and actually being funny. Unfortunately for Idubbbz, in this video, he's reviewing a more serious subject that requires more than just surface level takes, and probably the worst crime of all, the video itself isn't funny, unless you think real-time over-the-top facial expressions from Ian to demonstrate his disgust for blatant bigotry is peak comedy.
This might be very controversial. Actually, I can't say it. This is the way I'll say it. Tim Horton.
Bro, can I ask you something? Why does Kyle and these Nelk boys, these literal idiots, why do they always have like these random bad bitches who are probably like 18 years old around them? What's going on with that?
Controversial. Actually,
Like,
I can't
what?
say it. This is the way
Oh,
I'll
you're 18? It's time to full send. Let's keep it in your pants, Mr. Nelk.
say it. Tim Hortons. If I walk into a shawarma restaurant, I don't want to see a white person serving me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
If I walk into a shawarma restaurant and I see a white person serving me, I don't want it. So you can figure out the other side.
You can figure out the other side. I think what he's trying to say is that certain people are experts at certain things, and so they should do the things that they're experts at. Like Chinese people making Chinese food. I think that makes sense. Like, would you want a white guy to make your Chinese food? I don't think so. And I think it goes both ways. If you want like a fucking grill, an American grill, have a white person do it, have a redneck do it, have a Confederate slave owner do it.
If I see a white person in there, I'm fucking out. And
Thank God this wild
Yeah, fucking Vine Boom with this like retarded looking facial expression that he forced.
out the other side.
Who did anyone like? I'm actually so curious. If I had some sort of technology that allowed me to access the face cams of every single person who was watching the video at that timestamp, did any of them produce even the slightest smirk? I would love to know. I would love to get that hacking ability to be able to know myself.
If I see a white person in there, I'm fucking out. And
Thank God this wild neck boy didn't say the L word, or else that would have really thrown Idubbbz over the edge.
Hey, you leave that oppressed minority alone.
Yeah, whatever, lazy bones. You can watch the entire video yourself, but I'm warning you now, the political commentary is worthless and only exists to suck off Hassan fans. It's just identity politics slop. I severely doubt Ian actually cares for or feels bad about issues such as immigration. This new content switch-up tells me that Ian is embarrassed about his old videos and wants to change his image by being the complete opposite of what he was years ago. Instead of the persona of apathy.
The thing that sucks too is there are obviously a shit ton of leftists that make entertaining content, and you know, a lot of them are like, you have like liberal leftist comedians, liberal leftist people who make TV shows, who make art, media, whatever, and it's entertaining. So it's not a political thing that's stopping you from being entertaining. It's a you thing, which is sad. And I mean that should really show you something, okay? I would hope that if in 5 years or something I became a radical leftist extremist, that I still somehow had my perfect comedic timing and wit to at least carry the fact that I'm now producing retarded ideas. He unfortunately, when switching up his style of ideology, also switched up his style of having a fucking brain. That being, it's no longer there or working. It might be there, it might just be off. Like, it's just sad. It's sad that like he doesn't have the comedic timing that he used to. And I don't know if that's a political thing. It might be.
Pathetic edgelord. Ian
Is like being a liberal or like being a leftist or whatever the fuck you want to call this abomination, is that like, is part of being this having to not be funny forever?
has transformed himself into empathetic Chungus. This new anime protagonist wants to save all women and POCs from the evil white man. Anyways, what are we going to review today, if not for Ian's brilliant deconstruction of the geopolitical sphere? Well, there's a segment within the video where Ian asks his fans to donate to a cause that he holds very close to his heart.
Oh boy, Palestine again.
No, that one actually helps people. And these 3 donation links are for 3 particular Twitch streamers who need the money the most.
Are you fucking
Before I
kidding
go,
me?
I want to bring your guys.
What is this, Frogan's Pizza Fund?
Are for 3 particular Twitch streamers who
Dude, get a fucking grip.
need the money the most.
Before I go, I want to bring your guys' attention to some lawsuits that recently dropped. Frogan, Denims, and Casey Tron have all been sued, and they are trying to fight this off. I really believe in their cases.
As expected, just like Hassan, Ian says these cases are bullshit, but doesn't actually explain why they're bullshit. Probably because, just like Hassan, Ian didn't actually watch Ethan's video about the topic. I've already made 2 videos about this situation, so I'm not going to give it an in-depth overview once more, but essentially, these 3 Twitch streamers, Frogan, Denims, and Caseytron, indisputably partook in copyright infringement by streaming Ethan's content and admitting it was to serve as a substitute for the original source material.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue with what they did was the fact that they just straight up admitted it. Like, you have to be the dumbest pile of rocks to admit that you're doing something for the most malicious reason possible. Like, imagine, like, you could just lie. You could just lie and say, you know, I'm just reacting to it like I react to all my other videos. This is no different. But they literally just straight up said, yeah, no, this one's specifically different. I'm trying to steal this. What a fucking, like, how do you produce idiots like this? What's the genetic, what happened? Jesus.
I feel the need to give context because Ian, for some strange reason, decided to not reveal why these lawsuits are happening in the first place.
Oh,
it maybe has something to do with the fact that if Ian reveals why his butt buddies are being sued, it kind of dismantles the idea that these 3 are victims. I also find it super ironic that Ian is choosing to defend Denims, Caseytron, and Frogan for abusing the copyright system, considering he's the same guy who bitched and moaned about Creator Clash 2 failing due to pirating, and many viewers watching the events through streamers.
Amongst the 800 pirated streaming sites, there were between 1.3 and 3 million viewers. So even though there were around 50,000 pay-per-view buys, there were around 1.3 to 3 million viewers. If it's 1 or 2 steps to pirate it, but it's 3 or 4 steps to stream it legitimately, people are going to take the pirating option every time. I think we also had a big streamer audience. That's who we are appealing to. I really like the live stream audience. You know, people who want to watch these events live, and they watch things on Twitch and YouTube, and they get it all for free generally. So I think it was, in a lot of ways...
Did he just sit here for like, what, 30 seconds explaining why people like free shit? Are we actually serious? Why are we wasting other people's lives with this? Hey, I know that people pirated this, but I think the reason they did it was because by not pirating it, they would have had to pay money, and I don't think people like paying money. No fucking shit. Like, I don't understand this. Why do we have to just expand upon the logic of why people like free shit?
Bad to appeal to that crowd and not give away the stream for free.
But
it doesn't fucking matter who you're appealing to. Whenever anything is costing money, people are going to try to get it for free.
now it suddenly doesn't matter.
At the end of the day, listen, obviously I don't want things to be, like, I mean, okay, I don't want to say I don't want things to be pirated. It depends on what it is, right? In general, I'm not going to sit here and say piracy is the best thing ever, no matter what, okay? Especially if it was for charity and the money that he would have gotten from a pay-per-view would have gone to get cancer kids, I would say that's bad. But again, at the end of the day, bro, you have to just, like, DDoS meth streams or DDoS fucking Stream East.
Matter because a couple of
I don't know what else you can do.
orbiters are the targets now.
And I think it's important.
Honestly, he could have just guilt tripped them, right? He could have just said, hey, fuck you guys. You're not going to give to the cancer kids. It's literally just $50 to watch the thing that's going to cost $50 to go to cancer kids.
To either set a precedent or send a message that just because you're fucking rich and powerful doesn't mean that you can bully people on the internet. Doesn't mean you can bully women, minorities, or fucking people who are poorer than you.
Oh, God, shut the fuck up. Give it time, we're gonna see this dude with a chain around his neck and claim our race should be next. Can't wait for Ian's next upload. Idubbbz complains. Women's period cramps. Wow, Ian, you're a real champion for women and minorities everywhere. My white man guilt can't take it any longer. Maybe I'm missing something and failing to understand the full context for why anyone would ever support these 3 dipshits. Let's go ahead and be fair by hearing Ian out in full.
And I think it would be good if they can continue to fight this off. So I'm going to put the links to their GoFundMes down below. All right, everyone, that is going to do it for this episode.
I also love to imagine that you're an immigrant, you watch the video prior to being deported, and then he uses the fact that people are getting deported to peddle these 3 fat retards GoFundMe for stealing a content nuke. That's hilarious. Hey, brother, why are you, is it GoFundMe for the streamers, not for the immigrants? I don't understand. I don't know what accent that was, but, you know, it was kind of all of them.
Of Idubbbz complains.
Hey, brother.
So, what exactly
what's good, brother?
am I donating my money towards? All Ian does is just say, yeah, isn't it terrible that the rich man is using his evil capitalist powers to sue these women and minorities? Yeah, kind of need a little bit more than that. You're not explaining why these 3 are being sued, what the lawsuits are even about, or offering any sort of context. That weak pitch isn't going to do much, I'm afraid. Oh, we're not done. The slop just
Let's
gets
see it.
crustier.
The
Yesterday,
slop?
Ian was live streaming and explained to his viewers a new rule that he's placed upon himself.
So what's the plan with Ethan Klein? The rule, just so you guys are aware, is like we just don't give it any attention. You know, I really want to make my own shit. It's kind of one of the, I think, reasons I stopped making as much drama content is because I personally didn't want to feel super reliant on it. And I think there's a place for it for sure, but it's like, it's very easy to get roped into it and have that be your entire fucking brain. And it's just not good for anyone. I mean, take it.
Didn't he make a fucking content cop, brother? You like, I feel like there's a little bit of hypocrisy when you say let's not do drama, but you've done drama, and you only are recently coming off the cusp of doing drama, and then also by literally signal boosting the 2 or 3 GoFundMes from the people that are getting sued, you're also engaging in drama by proxy, or honestly, I would say that's kind of directly, because if you're directly supporting these things, you're kind of directly involved in the drama that you fucking started. So yeah, I don't get it, bro. You have to pick a side at a certain point. It can't be drama or no drama, or it can't be drama and then not drama. It's one or the other, you know? I mean, I guess at this point he's saying no, but I doubt this will last for long.
In, you know, bits and pieces maybe, but yeah, I'm fine with just not.
We just don't give it any attention. That is why I dedicated a segment
Exactly.
of an
That's what I'm
unrelated
saying.
video calling Ethan an evil capitalist who targets women and minorities. But just peace and love, guys. We just want peace and love. No drama here. Do you have an original thought of your own?
Yeah, you're allowed to ask, but the rule, KP Jackboy, is that we don't really talk about drama in the stream. I just want to fucking focus on this shit. I've said my piece on anything like H3 related. If you want to know my opinion, hey, I made a video about it.
Well, I'd be more inclined to believe that you personally believe drama content isn't helpful if the last 4 months, including an upload from 2 days ago, wasn't associated with online drama. Did Idubbbz suddenly have an epiphany, or did he read the comment section of his latest videos and realize it wasn't going his way? This is just so funny to me because the main reason
That would make sense if he only now realized how much people are against him and all this, because he only then realized when he was 35 that empathy exists. So he seems to be kind of late on reaching certain conclusions. So I guess better late than never, but at the end of the day, I'm still gonna make fun of you for being this late. Holy shit. Like, he's only now realizing that people are laughing at him, not with him. Jesus, bro. Poor guy. Poor fucking guy, man. He just doesn't get it. He just doesn't. And that's kind of crazy. It kind of blows my mind that someone who's amassed such fame and fortune off of doing nothing would have this little self-awareness, you know? Like, I feel like if you gotta realize, like, wait, this is kind of insane. I'm making all this money. I'm getting all these subs, but I'm not really that interesting or funny or talented. And it's like what he just doesn't realize that that's like a unique position that he's in. You don't think I realize it? You don't think I realize that I'm just a fucking idiot with a microphone, that I'm a dumbass? I realize that I'm very privileged. I'm very lucky. And so I don't know. I mean, I just don't know how he doesn't have that same level of cognizance.
Ian and Anissa gave up the rights to Creator Clash is to roll around in the pigsty.
I mean, ultimately, I think it's a good thing because I think I am meant to roll around in shit. I think me and Ethan are both meant to be rolling around in pig shit all day long, and other people are meant to do boxing or debating or whatever else. Ethan and me, pig shit rolling around type of fellas.
This is like Creator Clash all over again, but on a much smaller scale. You and Anissa decide to fuck around after realizing you messed everything up, and it's suddenly time to abandon ship.
This is your captain speaking. While making out, Anissa and Hassan accidentally spun the helm into a new direction, colliding us into an iceberg. I saw everything from the corner.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll be taking the first lifeboat. Have fun with the problem that we created.
Okay. Well, good video by Diesel Patch is at the end of the day, it's fucked. It is fucked. Quit Now, Please, I think is a good title. You know, he's starting to realize there's no more drama, or at least he shouldn't want to be involved in drama. So I think now is a better time than ever to abandon ship, my boy. Better late than never. Better late to quit than to never quit. So Idubbbz is my boy. Time to go. I appreciate you for everything you've done, but yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. I'll see you guys on the next time. Peace.